Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ray, tired. After a long journey, I've flown back and I've taken buses and stuff. I've been in Birmingham. I'd be lying if I said I was in Birmingham. I was in Wolverhampton. Actually, lying Wolverhampton, outside Wolverhampton, outside Dudley, a little place called Gornowood, because that's where the other half, the better half, lives. Just back from there, we have found a place. Rock and roll. You know, awesome flat. Oh, it's gorgeous. Big courtyard. You'll love it. You can come and visit if you're kind of local. Come along because I'm going to have a housewarming kind of July time. So just bring your bots and booze and just come along. It's going to be great. Come along. So housekeeping, Sentinel Prime, can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so hot for that fucking bot. He looks very, very nice. Managed to get Perceptor and Laser Prime in Forbidden Planet in Wolverhampton. Thank you very much. Not the usual Forbidden Planet prices either, where they charge like an extra third or some shit like that. But good. Anything else there? No, don't think so. Got back about an hour ago. I'm knackered. But hey, I'm here for you guys tonight. Look. So normally I start with the alt mode. Transmetal 2 Prowl. A little bit of BG, that's it. A little bit of BG, not enough to do any harm. Transformers transformation review thing and all that shit. The black version. Prowl Allegiance Maximal, obviously. Maximal. Function military strategist. Logic is the ultimate weapon. Now there's a few fingers here. Excuse me. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Prowl strives to find logic and reason in everything. Apparently he is the original Prowl, the spark of the original Prowl from G1. I like that. Prowl strives to find logic and reason in everything. A listener, not a talker, has the most sophisticated logic center of the Maximals. Excuse me, fair enough. Able to analyze and advise. I'm going to get to the end of this because, it's worth it. Because there's some shit moments here. Advice on complex combat situations almost instantaneously. Fires highly corrosive acid pellets. Cybernetic eye and frontal lobe. Cybernetic eye and frontal lobe. Now, there's lovely names for children there. Lovely set of twins. Your wife just has chins. What are we going to call them? Cybernetic eye and frontal lobe. Interact with wing-mounted ion orbs. This is all going that way. Supplying limited telekinetic power. Right, this is the silly bit. Afflicted with ironic, dry sense of humor. That would only be unfortunate if you want in the British Isles. Leaves himself to have been a great military strategist in the former life. Bots with former lives? No. Was Prowl a great military? No, I don't like that. So normally I go alt to bot. But because the alt mode is so spectacular, I absolutely adore it. I'm starting with the bot. The bot is fine. The bot is above average because he's got a lot of really interesting points. But I'm going to go to the alt mode because I just love owls. He's an owl. I love owls. Anything with wings, dragons, birds, yes. But birds, particularly owls, because I have a thing for owls. I don't know why. I just have a thing. I could be one of those crazy old birds that collect owls. I could have stuffed owls and ceramic owls and owl teapots and things like that. Pet owl in the corner. Come here, head wait, go and deliver that to me, mother. So, we'll start here. Now, gimmicks he has. Look at that lovely little spark crystal. Oh, dear me. Right there. Now, look at his face. He's got an odd little face. He's squinting. He looks like he's having a little bit of a shit. Odd face, but like Air Razor. I think they kind of go with these things when we see, okay, we're going to have a bird, give it an odd face. So it has an odd face. Look at his, Jesus, stay away from him. Don't fuck with this guy. This sumbitch, take your eyes out like that, no problem. Look at his nice little glowing arms. You can't see they're glowing because the light's coming this way. But they glow. He doesn't have a weapon. Thank you, Hasbro. Yes, of course. No weapons. Forget about them. Attach them to their fucking other hand. Look, you see his other hand there. You can just about see he's got this kind of little claw weapon thing. There is gimmicks here. Look, I like these. Look at this nice bit of chrome here. So not only does his wings help him travel, but he's also got these kind of rocket booster things where I didn't check the time. So these can help him. I'm going to pick out a little detail. I'm going to make this black so it looks like he's got little holes going on there. Wings. Now you can extend the wings any number of ways. Yes, you can. But I prefer not. Oh, he looks good like that. Actually, doesn't he? He looks kind of angelic. Oh, I do like that. I do like that. Now, I'm not going to show off a lot of the detail here because a lot of detail will become much more apparent in his other mode. Now, there is a gimmick here. There's a gimmick. Let's just look at the maximal spot. Use that a little too bright. There we go. It's probably a little better. Cool. Do you know the thing about him? He's got great flexibility. The legs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation on each leg. That's really good. He's got this kind of rear tabard, which gives him a really good kind of old medieval look. What Transmetal 2, what they do so well is they have this. They are asymmetrical. How do you think about that? So I've been traveling for a long time. Asymmetrical, which is really, really cool. And again, I'm going to show you when he gets to his other mode. Now I'll show you his little gimmick here, which is an odd little thing, and I'm not entirely convinced about it. Not entirely, no, I'm not, and it doesn't always really nearly work. So you put the wings in that configuration, and then what you've got to do is there's a little. You see this little button here which you depress, and that's going to give them this kind of wings of steel, bat finky thing. And again, it's not entirely convincing. Oh, because it likes to stop as well. For God's sake, you have to be really precise with it. There you go. So he does that, you know. And again, you know, I say it a lot. I'd rather he did it than he didn't. You know, that's fine. But I'm not going to do that. Of a Friday evening, I would much rather paint my cat, you know. So there he is. There's Prowl in his bot mode. A nice bot mode, but nothing compared with what is about to happen. Now I'm just going to try and transform him here. I like this little panel comes up and over his little head. Put his little odd birdie head away. And there's lots. I love when you have a midsection that has 2 different points of articulation on it. I'm not saying that right. So you see this, the chest section swivels in the, what are we calling it? In this kind of, these panels either side are connected, so the chest section swivels inside it. Transmetal 2 Megatron Cryotech. You know that kind of way. Yes. This. You know, and again, Air Attack Optimus Primal does it. I like that. I do like that very much. Now, what we got to do here, you got to take, which obviously, these are the owl's legs. You take them forward. You just kind of bend them into position. So what you're doing is basically you're taking away 1 point of articulation because these are his arms. Interesting little thing here. You've got a tiny little tab there, which you're going to take to that position, and you just tuck them into the back of the owl's legs. You just put them in here behind them somewhere. They don't actually have a point where they go click or anything like that. I remember thinking I was doing it wrong forever, but you see, you just kind of put the arms in there and you just leave it at that. You know, and you might not be content with that for the longest while, but that's just what you do. The arms will stay in there. They're not going to fold away, like I say. They're not going to click. You're not going to be very, very confident about the fact that you just stick them in there and hope for the best, but that's the way it goes. Now, we fold the wings down to there and there. You see, that's why I wanted to wait. That's why I wanted to wait. Oh, sorry, I'm nearly there. Maximal Spark Crystal will rotate 180 degrees, and what it does is it just closes off. It just gives him this nice little ruby red thing. There's lots of detail in here as well, which you can't really see. But look at this. Look at this. He's an owl former. Ladies and gentlemen, more of those, please. Look at his talons. He's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Transmetal 2 Prowl. This one's sometimes called the smoke screen one because he's kind of black and grey. And because he is... Oh, I'm going to have a little bit of a fire alarm here. So I'll stop for a moment. Thank you. Yeah, we go. He's sometimes called the smokescreen version because there was an original one of this. His colors weren't nearly as successful as this, and they're both called Prowl, and this one's called Smokescreen because Smokescreen was a repaint of Prowl and whatever. But look at the gimmicks, look at the gimmicks. His head will rotate when you press the little button at the back. Twit to oh, ladies and gentlemen. Look, nice little Transmetal 2 detail here. Asymmetrical, he's got kind of a whatever, a regular owl eye, and then a cybernetic eye, and you can see there is detail in the back of that. But then the other thing is you can take the wings like so, and once you do that, then you can press the little button again, and you've got this crazy stuff. Again, he's just lovely, absolutely love it. His wings have a great range of motion. His legs have a good range of motion. It looks like he's coming to take your eyes out, bits like that. That's so cool. I love that. Lots of really good asymmetry all over the place, either side of his wings. Even in his legs, he's got asymmetry. Just a lovely thing. Very, very pleased. I was so pleased the first time I seen this, the first time I got him. Transmetal 2 Prowl. Didn't want this to be a long review, so it's not going to be too long. So we're kind of wrapping up now, really. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ray here, I Love Mez, if you like. Come along to my house party. I don't know what it's going to be. Loving this guy, loving this guy. If you don't have him, you're going to go and get him. I think.